thought I'd demonstrate, peek to this just in weird ways. A few interesting ways of upside down and inverse things. So you see an inverse of an image and you can make sense of it. It's sensible, isn't it? It's weird, it's inverted. See a picture of something inverted and you can make sense of the image, but it's still inverted. So this happens a lot in mostly in weird morality and theological occasions where people have inversions of things. The Bible is really a book for big boys, you know what I mean? It could be shit, big boys. So you have periods in the Bible where they were suffering inversion and everything was backwards. And if you don't know how to read the Bible, you might quote passages from this period of inversion and say, oh, it's in the Bible, where these are bad times, where things were completely backwards, and they're put in that book to demonstrate what things will sound like when things are backwards, so you recognize it when things are backwards. So there's lots of these backwards occasions. I've said in another video, they have this thing kind of in America, they're at 100%, we're at 90%, and sometimes they're at 400%. And I'm like, I'm a good philosopher and scientist, and I was like, what's your crux? What's your crucifix? What's your cruce on this? Like, 100% what? And they didn't know how to express it. It's 100% what? Oh, it's just better to be at 100%. Or on high percentages. They're more sensitive or power. They think they're more powerful in a way. But they didn't even know what the quality was of the quantity that they were talking about. 100% what? Anyway, this is angelic attention, basically, or holy or angelic attention. So there's a lot of ways to get holy angelic attention. I could kill a child, you know, and I get a lot of attention. It's not a good attention. These aren't good attentions, but you get a lot of attention. And they think they're at 120% for killing children, so they kill kids all the time in America. You know, Miami, Florida, in places in New York, to get at their percentages, you know. I even spilled, like, you know, I'm not going to tell you because you'll do it yourselves, doesn't matter. I think it's about toast and bread. And we start playing with toast and bread. So it's very easy to get things completely, utterly backwards, is what I'm saying. And you wouldn't know what's up and down is down and is up. You need to drool on your face a bit in life to find out which way is up, you know what I mean? So you can get it completely backwards. In this method, I just like to say, you know, holy angelic attention. You know, a nice song or being nice to an old lady will get you a lot of angelic attention if you're sincerely nice and friendly. I'll tell you, Vil Windsor, Mr. You know, Regal Will, you know, WWF used to be terribly fucking rhetoric, and he had Regal Will, who actually was William Regal. I can tell you, I know that William from the Windsor family of Denmark does weird alchemies, very fine and prestigious alchemies. I don't mean to tell you because it's not harmful. You're not killing kids. You're not killing swans for angelic attention. Men in Norway do backflips. You know, like there's lots of quirky, weird ways of getting angelic attention if you're attention seeking. You know what I mean? But I have to know that Vil does alchemy experiments and makes a silver nitrate blend with great precision, and he gets a lot of like, ooh, yes, ooh. I can't remember my Greek pantheon, but I'm sure there's somebody, Hephaestus, or, you know, or one of the, you know, a lot of those gods of war. Hephaestus worked the forge. He was a pretty cool character. Can't remember my Greek. I used to know my Greek so well. A lot of those, you know, kind of essences or things. We'll be very pleased with the silver nitrate blade that, like, will gently wield to get good holy attention, certain attentions, you know, certain holy attention. But anyway, I'm saying you get attention. And the other paradox I was saying, I've already mentioned this in my other videos, is to do with stars. And I feel like you can get a star for being Tony Montana and killing some sucker. And it's like community service, basically, to having a stars. Like, so you got geniuses and poets and teachers. It used to be called the Dead Poets Society. The night sky used to be a Dead Poets Society. So you have a lot of great teachers out there. The best. We used to, I think that, I don't know where they are now. Skyfallen. So, like, a lot of humble teachers, if you're just a secondary school teacher, you had a lot to give, and you have a lot to give on forever. You get a good star. Different types of stars, maybe red shift or blue shift type of stars. But, you might get a star for community service, basically. You've done something very bad, and you're going to be scrubbing toilets for a very long time, and you get a star to hang around scrubbing toilets. People do these things like murder to get stars. That's what I'm saying, it's backwards kind of thing. Another inversion kind of things. People murder and do terrible things to get stars because they think they're being permeated in an afterlife where they're just getting a lot of community service, where other people are just happy to serve. Like teachers, they're happiest while teaching. Nietzsche or my maths teacher, or teachers happy to hang around and teach and make the world a better place. So they don't murder, and they have stars. So there's lots, and just this is weird misunderstanding of how do we get stars? You get stars by murdering. You get stars by being a nice person. Some backwards occasions, inverted occasions, up is down, and then it's quite often you'll find also in society that some person is going to be leading a herd of people downhill, and they'll hold. This is very Nietzsche. This is very excuse me. And this man on the hill will hold a ball, and he'll look at the nature of the ball, for it rolls downhill. So surely down is the down-going way, for things all go downwards according to gravity, the spirit of gravity. And down on the ground we're all equal. There is no mountain. And we won't roll down while we fall asleep. We will all have nice space on the flat, low ground. So down is the lowest way. Going down, 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 down. They used to call this catching up. Wink, wink, Will. They used to call this catching up. But surely there's only top space at the top of the mountain for one person, and everybody else will just be rolling down while they're trying to sleep. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense. So we follow the ball, and we'll go with the spirit of gravity and go down and down and down until we reach a stability, and we feel happy and safe down at this very lowly stability. This is a lot of arguments, for being completely backwards. Cling to the tops of these hilltops, you fools. So, if we can be down and down, I usually say this as well, I get a lot of Americans and Western try to say, talking like the sky god. And I'm like, what do you mean the sky god? And they're like, the god up in the sky. It's like, what if I lived down in Australia and God's like semi-perpendicular down away from me? Upside down. There's no way of ever knowing which direction we go. So, ups, down, up. Yeah, at the basis of all of them, there's always going to be one absolute necessary reality. There you go. There is one necessary. So you got it upside down or downside up. There's a drooling on your face. And drool on my face. I disgraced myself. I had to turn guess over, and I drooled all over my face. I got buried in an avalanche, and I had to life, and I had to drool on my face to see which way was down and which way was up, and I went in the opposite direction. Disgrace. Alright.